Okay guys, this is John here from Show Me Pickers, and we're going to make a real quick video showing you guys how I test car audio equipment that I get from thrift shops, yard sales, garage sales, flea markets, etc. You can buy a lot of these tape deck units, a lot of the car stereo units, and make really good money on them if you're able to test them properly. This is an older Pioneer unit. I believe it's from the late 1970s. It's in really good shape physically. Cosmetically, it is immaculate. But the question is does it work? And what I have done is I have procured the technology that I need to be able to test these out. The first item that I had to find was a DC power supply. This one is at 13.8 volts. That's what it's regulated at 8 amps. So what I do with this is the unit that I use to power my tape deck units whenever I find them, without having to go out to my car and gut the dash so that I can actually gain access to the electrical system so I can test it out. What I've done here is I've actually got a speaker up there. I've got the head unit here, I've got the power supply, and I have already hooked this up. If you look here on the back, let me turn this around here, this has a red and a black little screw down nut, and you have your red cable coming out of your head unit, and you've got the black cable coming out of your head unit, and they both work in tandem to power the unit. You have to have a ground and you have to have a positive wire so that you can power these. Now over here, this is a very basic wiring harness. In fact, this would have been a car that probably only had one speaker. Imagine that, one speaker in your car. That's all you can listen to music with. You have a green, which is possibly an accessory wire, and then you have your gray and your black, which are probably I'm definitely not probably, but definitely sure that they are the audio channels for the speaker that I got above. And now on this particular power supply that I have and that I use, it's also got a port over here so that you can use it to also test out. I use it to test, like, whenever I go out and I find like the Garmin, the GPS units and stuff like that, I can plug them right into the side there and test all of the accessories, car accessories that require a cigarette lighter, or I don't know exactly, I think it's a 12 volt, if I'm right, someone correct me, a 12 volt accessory plug. That's what that's called, is an accessory plug. So I've got this all wired up here, and we already know, because I've already tried it, that it actually works. So what we have to do now is we have to turn this on. I'm going to turn the volume down, and everything should be set right. We're going to mute that, and we're going to turn this on. I hear the speaker humming up above, so that's obviously a good sign. And when I turn the volume up just a little bit, I will turn the mute off, and we can now hear the static coming out of the speaker. So that lets me know that the tape deck is actually transmitting signal from the tape deck up to the speaker, which is great. So we know that the radio works. I actually do not have an antenna here to plug into this to test whether or not it'll pick up a station. That's something that I still need to add to my setup here. But you can go to a junkyard, get an old antenna out of a car, bring it back, and you can fabricate it. You know, I could mount it like right up there, bring the wire down, plug it into the back. But I don't really do a lot of car stereos, and what I've learned is that if there is static, it's going to pick up a radio station. You're just about guaranteed. I've not sold one yet that did not pick up a radio station. So the next thing that we want to test is we want to see if the tape deck works. So what we have here is a various summer hits of the 50s and 60s. I think it's kind of appropriate for the tape deck that we're using. And we push it in. There we go. There we go. So we know that it works. We're listening to a little bit of a wipe out there. Let's eject that. Turn the volume down because we do not want to get a copyright strike on this video. And that is pretty much how I test the video equipment. If there's a problem with it, I would say that there is the tape deck don't work, or that the dial light doesn't light up. What I will do is I'll take pictures of this setup so that I can test it and see that the dial light works, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, go down below and leave me a comment, a like, and a subscribe. You guys have a good day. God bless. Keep on digging and keep on picking.